Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your man BBondz. This is the RReport. I want to thank you for tuning in, and I want to do a little housekeeping real quick. Oh man, it's another day here in New York City. That's where I'm based. That's where I'm located, and I just want to chat with you guys about some things that are changing right now. One of them being that I am making my channel into a question and answer channel for inspiring artists who don't have a manager, who don't even know what a manager does, or who is not well versed on, all things music industry. So I want to make sure that I put you guys in the right perspective, all right? Sorry about that. Driving up here in New York is crazy. These cats up here don't know how to drive. They come from all kind of countries and stuff where they probably don't have paved roads, so they don't know how to drive. But moving on, I want to make this page this channel a channel for all you aspiring artists to send me messages or send me questions to my email, about certain things that you want to know. I know that a lot of you artists don't know about publishing. A lot of you artists don't know, about booking, don't know about split sheets, don't know about licensing, don't know about how to use or how to work out samples, the repercussions of using samples in your music. You don't know a lot about a lot of stuff, because I'm seeing nowadays that a lot of you artists just want to get in the door, and that's it. You want to create the song and just get in the door. Now, that's one of the problems right now about today's music industry, is that not everyone was meant to do it. Just like a football player. Not everyone can be a football player in the NFL. Now, you might be able to play football. You might be able to go outside and play tag or flag football. But not a lot of people were meant to physically play on that type of level. And that's what I equate the music industry to being, that elite level. Getting to that level means that you have accomplished, that you're more accomplished than 96%, of the rest of the people who are trying to do it. You've made it to that level, you're signed and you're selling records, then hey, you've done something, probably comparable to winning the lottery. So I want to help out those who are, coming up, who really have a heart for this, who really feel like God put a message in them, or put a song in them, or a talent in them that should be shared with the rest of the world. I want to help those people. I want to help those who have a undying work ethic, who are not lazy, who aren't looking for the shortcuts, who aren't looking for the back door to sneak in, who aren't emailing me, asking me to use my, my relationships to put you in front of somebody so you can cut past the line. No. I'm looking for those people who are willing to sit in this, struggle with this, and overcome it and get out at the other end victorious. Those are the people, those are the artists that I'm looking for. The ones that can take criticism, that can take correction, that can take someone, coaching them to be better and not get mad or frustrated or impatient with the process. Those are the ones I'm looking for. I'm looking for those who can do that. If you can do that, then feel free. Hit me in the email. I'll answer whatever questions you need. Hey, I'll even take a consultation. I'll even open up and give a consultation to you to give you a good game plan to start out, your music career. As far as the moves you need to make, I'll give you a checklist of everything that you need to do to start up, because it's not only just you starting up your music career. This is a business. So starting up your business, you're going to need to do certain things. You're going to need to, create your publishing, establish your publishing. Let me say that. Sorry. You're going to need to, possibly, create an LLC, you know, for you to be able to house all of your different properties under. You're going to need to set up bank accounts so that, you know, business bank accounts, so that, you know, these checks can go to your, you know, bank accounts that you know, you set up for your business, for your publishing. I can teach you certain things that's going to help you to start off with a solid foundation. That's what I want to do. That's what I'm passionate about doing. And you can hit me in my email. You can go to my website. I'll have all the information down in the description box for you. But please, don't send any type of BS emails. You know, send something that's well thought out, something that you really, you know, have either wanted to learn or have, you know, mildly researched. I'm not expecting you to know it all, because then it would be like, why are you sending me a message asking about it, you know, in the first place? So I want you guys to be great. I do. And I want to be able to help give you my expertise, you know, through my experiences in this industry. Anything that I can do to help, you know, I see that this generation, there's a lot of artists. There's a lot of you. This space is so saturated with artists who are just mainly dudes that are just trying to come up, just trying to hit it big, trying to, you know, pin that #1 hit just so that they can make it and get out the basement. I get it. It's a dream. You know, you're aspiring to be something, but you got to put the hard work in. If you're not putting the hard work in, trust me, it's not going to happen. They say that the average time span from starting this to breaking in is about 8 years. From start to realizing, you know, and accomplishing that goal. But now I feel like with the inception of the internet, as well as all of these other platforms that help you to get your music out there, you know, with a touch of a button or a touch of a phone or a computer, you know, that time has shortened up drastically. But what remains is you have to be able to sustain, and you know that you have to be able to sustain and stay in position. And that means, you know, having your shit together. That means being prepared. What I mean by being prepared is having all your business in order. You know, so you're not like Meg Thee Stallion. Meg Thee Stallion wanted to get in at all costs, you know. And I wanted to touch on that for a little bit. You know, you guys know Meg Thee Stallion. You know what she does, and you know what she presents, how she presents. So, you know, when Carl, who is the head of her record label, you know, that signed her, I believe it's like 1801 Records, something like that. But when he signed her, she didn't have shit. You know, she was just an aspiring artist that just wanted to get on, wanted to get in, and she was using sex to sell. Sex, twerking, nudity, all that, to sell, you know, herself. And of course, with all of you sex thirsty men out here who are, you know, simping for it, you know what I'm saying? And then all the women who, you know, join on her bandwagon in the spirit of women empowerment, she was able to break through. And I'm not going to say that, you know, she's a dope lyricist or anything like that, because I mean, I feel like anybody can, you know, talk about, you know, those things that she's talking about. I mean, that doesn't take too much. I mean, she's selling a product, and that product, she's pushing P, okay? You can fill in the blanks on that. She's pushing P. So pushing P nowadays is definitely going to get you somewhere in the door. You're going to have some type of mild success just because there are a lot of men who are just thirsty for that piece. And that got her through the door. But once she got through the door, she does what a lot of artists do. And that's why me as a manager, I want to be able to educate you guys. And I would love to speak to some aspiring managers, those who want to go behind the scenes, who want to make it behind the scenes instead of in front of the cam or on the mic. Now, she did what a lot of artists do, and the first thing that they tell you as manager is that the first thing that happens when an artist gets on is that you're going to be the first one fired. The first one fired. That's what you're going to be. They're going to get rid of you first. In most cases, an artist, will realize and get to that point where they've, been able to get some success in this music industry. They were signed, or, they got a hit record or whatever. And then they're going to change lanes and want to go with a manager who has more power, who has, stronger relationships, and who can take them further. Now, not necessarily can you blame them. Can't really blame them, because everyone wants to, move and grow. But when you just cut the person that got you there, without even at least giving them a chance to grow the relationships or create the relationships, then it seems like, in a lot of ways, that it was a waste of time for them to even work with you. And that's one of the pitfalls for today's managers, is because we're always the first ones to get fired, because there's always someone who's a little bit more powerful than you, and has stronger relationships. So when you are signing an artist or working with the artist, you need to make sure that your contract is ironclad. And hey, kudos, hats off to Carl, making her work, making her sweat. Yeah, Rock Nation got you, but you're still signed to us, so you need to pay up. And he just told her recently that album that she dropped, the last album that she dropped, is not an album. You need to turn it another album, a full-length album, not just a glorified mixtape or just some songs thrown together just to fulfill that requirement. But I want to go over all of this with you guys. I want to give you more in depth. I want to give you stories of different situations from the past that's happened, and really tap in with you, and because summer's coming, man. And I hope you guys are working on your summer records as well, your summer and your chick records as well, because that's going to be needed right now, because everyone is going to be out in full go. Let's just say that. I'm going to say everyone's going to be out in their full glory this summer, just because of the numbers for this, But yeah, man, I'm turning this into a question and answer. Send me all your questions via Hustle Mgmt. Well, I'm sorry, BBondz, BBondz at hustlemgmt.com. Send those messages there. I'm going to check them, and I'll be, answering them, in a live video or in a video like this. All right. So send it out. Other than that, man, y'all need to keep doing what you're doing, pressing hard, keep working, and summer is coming. So have those records ready. Seriously, have those records ready. All right, my motto: positive minds move forward. I'm your man, BBondz. I'm gonna get at you guys on the next one. Peace. 2-4 Jack. It's fine.